How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Got a quick little video for you guys today. I just want to go over 3 things that I feel like everyone should know before going out and buying a MK5 Supra or A90 Supra, whichever you prefer to call it. I made a video similar to this when I first started my YouTube channel. It's called the 5 things that I hate about my A90 Supra. I'll put the link somewhere on the top of this video if you want to watch that. Definitely do. And you guys know that I don't like to waste any time with my videos, so let's jump right into it and talk about number 1. Alright, so getting right into it. I say that my biggest complaint, and I think a lot of people can agree with me, is the size of the car is super small. I'm 5'6", and I'm not a very big guy, and I still feel like when I have a lot of things in the car, like a backpack or my laptop or anything like that, I feel like the cabin can get crammed rather fast because there's not a whole lot of storage space. Just give you an example, on this door, you have this little tiny mat pocket. It really holds nothing, maybe a little change. There is no center console, so there's nothing really to put here. You have this small cubby back here. Same thing for the other door, you have that mat pocket size. But other than that, in terms of the cabin, there's not a whole lot of storage space. And granted, that's not really what this car was made for. You're not going to buy this car and be towing things back and forth or be filling it up with stuff all the time. But like for me personally, I like to go to a lot of car shows. I like to go to car meets that are far away, so I'll bring my camera gear, my GoPro, maybe like a lunch or something, or just the stuff that I bring on normal road trips, and before I know it, the cabin will be filled up quickly. So that's definitely something that you want to keep in mind if you're a big person. Buying this car might not be the best idea. Just to give you guys an example, as I said before, I'm 5'6", and this is the amount of headroom that I have, maybe like 1 fist worthy. So going on to number 2, another thing that you want to keep in mind when you're thinking about buying an A90 Supra is this car gets a lot of attention, and that's good and bad. As it's saying, good attention and bad attention, because sometimes you can get to pull up to a gas station and you'll get good attention. You'll get people who want to talk about the car. You'll get people who want to ask about the car, and they want to talk to you about the old Supra that they used to drive back in the day. I've met a lot of cool people and had a lot of cool conversations simply because of the car. And that's really awesome, and I love when that happens. But in terms of the bad attention, you get the occasional guy that wants to yell nice BMW, which at first, when I first got the car, truthfully it would bother me a little bit. It would just annoy me that people would try to insult me for it. But at the end of the day, if someone's trying to insult you and the insult they're using is nice BMW, at the end of the day it's really not that bad of an insult. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're not wrong. They're really saying that true statement, so we can't really be too mad at that. But there's some people that want to hate on the car. I remember the last weekend I was at a car meet, and some guy walked up and he was like, "Oh, these cars only come in automatic." And I was like, "Yeah, but they only come in automatic, 8-speed." And he goes, "Oh, that's terrible. How about the 6-speed and all this junk?" And it was basically just down talking the car, which you're gonna get that with anything. A lot of people that want to talk up their car and talk down on your car, but manuals are out. It's all about automatics now. They're way faster. Anyways. Number 3, the last thing on this list, and probably the funniest thing. Still, I have no idea why Toyota, BMW, whoever was in charge of this, dropped the ball on this one big time. Please tell me why a sports car was given this type of horn. You've never heard the A90 horn? You're about to be surprised. Yeah, so that's the A90 Supra horn. No idea why they would ever do that. That's probably the dumbest thing I think I ever heard, or just like the dumbest thing that I could have imagined. For a sports car that looks as aggressive as this car does, you'd expect it to have like a normal horn, maybe just like nothing that sounds like it's coming from a little Italian moped. You know, it's bad. It's a very high pitched, and it sounds like it's coming from a little car, or a clown car for that matter. So that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind when you go out and buy one. And if you test drive one, you have to hear the horn for yourself in person. I have no clue why they put this in the car, like absolutely at all. Toyota, BMW, whoever was in charge of putting deciding what kind of horn went in the car, dropped the ball. I mean, it's bad. But aside from that, those are the 3 things that you really want to consider. At the end of the day, I absolutely love this car. I've had it for just under a year, and the car's an absolute dream. I wouldn't want it for any other car in the world, for any value-wise. Like, I wouldn't trade my car for a Lamborghini Aventador, and I really do mean that. Or a Porsche GT3 RS is maybe the only car that I would think about trading this car for, is a GT3 RS. But other than that, I mean, this car, it handles amazing, it drives amazing, the acceleration is great, gets great looks. I mean, the car is awesome. I love the car so much, and I don't plan on selling it anytime soon. if you're looking into getting an A90, the only thing I would consider first is just test drive it. Try to live with it for a little while and just understand that the car is a small car. It's not made for road. I mean, it's not made to road trip. It's made to rip around a track, basically. So the storage and everything, that's kind of just more of like a personal preference thing, because it has a big trunk. So if I wanted to throw stuff in the trunk, I could, of course. But just all these little things to keep in mind when going out and buying a new car. You just want to make sure that you love the car before you buy it, of course. I certainly love the car. I was obsessed with it before I bought it. That's why I knew I wanted to own one. So if you guys have any questions about A90s, you guys can shoot over to my Instagram. It's Maddie_Supra. You guys can ask me questions there, or just throw them in the comment section down below, and we can go back and forth from there. So talk to you guys soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.